All right, today is the last day for language. It's also the last day of the week. We have our test today in language arts. So, last test, let's go. This is going to be a lot of fun. On the first page of the test, you need to be very alert and understand what it's saying, what the directions are. So they're going to have you underline past tense verbs, present tense verbs. Make sure you read the verbs and you know, is this past tense? Did it happen before? Or is it happening now? Okay, so make sure you know the differences. All right, so read the directions, that's what I'm saying. Read the directions and think about it, take your time with it. Don't rush through it and have really nice handwriting. That's very important. Also, you get to fill in parts of Mr. Nobody, the whole thing. So make sure you know the whole thing, okay? So yeah, that's very important. And I think you know everything for it, so let's go and review Mr. Nobody. I'll read it with you. And then you can go ahead and start your last language test. Isn't this crazy? You knocked out language today. Mr. Nobody. I know a funny little man, as quiet as a mouse, who does the mischief that is done in everybody's house. There's no one ever sees his face, and yet we all agree that every plate we break was cracked by Mr. Nobody. 'Tis he who always tears our books, who leaves the door ajar. He pulls the buttons from our shirts and scatters pins afar. That squeaking door will always squeak, for prithee don't you see, we leave the oiling to be done by Mr. Nobody. The finger marks upon the door by none of us were made. We never leave the blinds unclosed to let the curtains fade. The ink we never spill, the boots that lying round you see, are not our boots, they all belong to Mr. Nobody. And the author is unknown. So make sure you know that inside and out so that you can put it in your test and write down parts of it. And make sure you get that right. That would be awesome. And so yeah, study well and get ready for this thing. And after you finish, you can do your penmanship. Wait, no, there's a penmanship thing. You can do your extra activity. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, so yeah, have a very good last language arts lesson.